Hey, it's Michelle coming to you today on this beautiful day in Los Angeles where it is misting and rainy. It's so wonderful as someone who grew up in LA. Like, this is how it used to be, but we've been in drought for years and years. So I am so excited that this is happening in LA and I can just go and enjoy it. My hair, as you can see, has been enjoying it. But I wanted to chat with you today a little bit about imposter syndrome. Now, I've done an episode on this in my podcast, which is fantastic, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more because I was able to get an email on my list. If you follow James Wedmore, he sent out an email today talking about this topic, and I thought that the way he talked about it was fantastic, and I wanted to bring that to you because as online business owners, oh, hey, Alexandra, how are you? As online business owners, entrepreneurs, brick and mortar shop owners, wherever you are, we are constantly inundated by other entrepreneurs. We see them on our Facebook feeds, on our Instagram, our Twitter, our email lists, and even though this can be really motivating and inspiring, it can also be very stressful and make us feel less than. Every time we see other people adding 500 other people to their list instantly, or making a huge amount of sales and just an overnight success, we tend to look at what we're doing and go, well, I must not be doing as well. We compare ourselves and it can just be kind of a downer. So I totally understand this feeling and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it today to help you right where you're at. And even if you're not struggling with this right now, it might happen. So this is a great thing to keep in the back of your mind just in case you start feeling that way in the future. And by the way, if you have any contributions or comments, feel free to drop them below. So what James said is that he dealt with a lot of comparisonitis when he first started his business in the first 6 months. But then he decided he wanted to switch his mentality so that every time he saw someone online that was more successful than him, instead of feeling dejected and worthless and discouraged, like, oh, this is never going to happen for me, instead he started marking it as proof that it was possible. So every time an ad scrolled by and there was an entrepreneur saying, oh, I just made 10 grand in sales overnight or whatever, he would go, see, it's possible for me too. And I think that that is such an incredible thing, right? So many of us get so stuck comparing ourselves to other people, especially if you are a starting out entrepreneur. We compare ourselves, it's natural, but it can make you stall completely. It can make you start copycatting what other people are doing because you think that's the only way. It can keep you from getting out of bed. And I want to encourage you to take this advice to heart and go, this is proof that it's possible. Every time you see me posting successful stuff in this group, every time you see other entrepreneurs making great sales or adding thousands of subscribers or being able to work while they're on vacation in Bali, I mean, I don't care what it is, I want you to consider that as proof. And if you really struggle with this idea, I want you to get a notepad, and every time you see that, I want you to write down, this is proof that I can, and then put in their results. This is such an important thing, and this will really, really help your mind re-engineer itself to look at success in a different way. And that means having success be inevitable. Because all these people are doing it, every single person that does it is further proof and solidifying the fact that you are going to get there too. Not the exact way as they do, but in a different way. But look at it as proof. Write it down as proof, right? It's such an exciting thing, and I hope that you're as excited about it as I am. When I read that by James, I thought, oh my gosh, what an incredible way to look at something. And I do that in a different way, but not that clear. So I definitely am going to implement this into my future, and I encourage you to do the same. If you haven't listened to that podcast episode, I can put that in the comments, but in the meantime, I just wanted to stop by and send you a little love and show you how to obliterate imposter syndrome, and that is turning those different setbacks, fears, perceived failures by other people's successes into proof that you can do it too. So let me know in the comments below if you're struggling in this area. And in the meantime, I want you to go out there and start looking and accumulating your proof. I'll talk to you soon.